I think it's working now. Okay. Seem to be out of word, but the space is done. I'm gonna start this third base, I think. So I thought that earlier this week. Got a bit of this cold snap here, and all my crops are dying. Winter's coming early. Don't clean it up there. The home area, man, is grows and grows. See? Look at that. Look at this home area like. Enormous. I don't even know what's a good home area amount, but it definitely. Might save them a bit of effort cleaning up shit they don't need to. Get that dirt gum. I only want to protect the pillars because that's they collapse, then roof collapses, then you can get random events hitting you. Not even a big deal. So much excess power. Oh, and I built the. Oh no, just pathing funny. Oh, that's right. I shouldn't have bothered with the concrete. I'm not going to use it. Thought it might protect the power line, but I actually don't know. Maybe a little bit here cleaner. That's the rest of it's all pointless. Wait. It was done. I kind of don't want to clean this area either. It's like the dead area. It's gonna be covered in blood. Well, in theory it will. Oh man, look, instantly grow that area. Not anymore. Oh, what? So when it starts building it, it puts down, then when it finishes it puts down as well. Bit rude. Poor old gecko. Ran out of crops. But the cold snap killed them off. I have to start preparing for winter. I don't really have any food, which is a bit of a surprise. Considered I heard these guys outdoors the whole time since the last in spring and summer. There's a lot of toxic fallout, so most of the time they weren't getting food outside. So now it's going to make this winter harder because don't have anything in surplus. They make way more kibble. Got guys here for cooking, but I actually build more butcher tables down here. Kibble creation. Could store it down here too, actually. I have been storing at the top, but it's such a walk. Yeah. Want an army of animals are going to need a lot of kibble. And this should be kibble central. Hey, kibble. I need that other stuff. Whoopses. I guess no harm. That's food, I guess, as well. Don't butcher it. Think about redesigning these just be 3-lane, currently 2-lane. Problem that is I have to put 2 turrets next to each other to be able to shoot, and what usually happens is one turret dies and the other one blows up straight away. I don't know how, unless I go 3 and have one here and then one here and a pillar in between, and both of them shoot down the walkway. Does mean that I have to squeeze this out, like remove this wind turbine. That'd be 1 lane of 3, but then I've got to remove all these pod launchers. That's a lot of resources. Or I just do it for one side, so I just get rid of solar and the wind and 3-lane in the middle, this one. But they actually haven't been raiding through here very often anymore. They kind of raid often up into this pit, this trip area, in or around here. So I don't know. It's meant to be a float event, it's not a not a gamey chokepoint one. Maybe I should trade with these guys. Peter, what are you doing? You're gonna build stuff, so Snake can trade. You can do it, it's not a priority. New trade means kind of useful actually. The other base needs it, but this base does not need it. Get rid of that wake up, I don't need that. Right, nothing to trade them, it's quite limited what they want. I'm trying to create this defensive flow, so I'm going to have doorways through here, straight through, but I actually might do passageways, so I have to redesign this. In this pod, I can leave it there, I can just leave that as walkway, just so I can go from one side of my defensive thing to the other, depending on who's attacking, or maybe it's better for flow in general. Yeah, they're building stuff slowly. Yeah, the space is a bit is a bit shit design. It's oh wow, a lot of animals. Kind of thinking I could start the trek. Now I actually haven't tried plotting to start a new base. Like I thought you had to form a caravan, and then you get the option in the caravan mode. I don't know if you pod. Maybe you pod, form caravan, and then found base. Maybe that works. Because I actually realised I can actually go up here and build a tundra base. Oh no, up here I mean. Down there is like, yeah, I could do it, but there's no one to trade with. Like, if I want to trade, and this area would be even easier, but it's not as nice though. You don't have roads or anything. It's just water, like rivers. That means I could do a tropical base though. The fourth base, if I get that far, and then I can do an arid base and a desert base. I guess I don't know how manageable it will be, and I don't even know if the game will, you know, survive, because it's gonna either they'll patch it by the time I get there, or it'll just that game will get corrupted or something because it gets too bloated, too slow. Oh, my stupid bloody internet. Well, it seems my internet's even worse. Oh well. Low quality. Lower quality. Anyhow, I was gonna trying to figure out where I was gonna put a new base. Technically I could build tundra right there. I didn't realise there's a tile of tundra. I don't really want to build another tile in the middle of bloody nowhere though. So I was thinking of going up here because then I can go over here, but really maybe the original idea down here is still better. But whatever, I'll think on it a little more. It's not even that cold, 10 degrees in in a summer for you get 10 days of growing. Like it's normally tundra 0. I thought like here's 0. Make sure I go 0. I don't want to grow too easy. Maybe I should build more hay production. I do have a shit ton of animals. This was a bit low to have to expand my base, but maybe it's time. This geo here, always easy to hook up. Let's put my path. Maybe path up this time. Rather than path sideways. And they're more likely to walk to it if it's a straight up path. Like this one here, this path is completely pointless, but besides the power, going right through the mountain, which took a while to do, but definitely worth it. Yeah. I think his pods are ready to go too. Got one ready to load up. And the only issue is I fire from here. Got pods of steel ready. Now they can go all the way up to right on the edge of the tundra, like one tile away. So if I can launch people here, form a caravan, and then just go up here a little bit and start a base. Try the tundra biome out. Desert though. I do desert. I wasn't really that keen on desert though. It seems easy to cool down your base, but then the main issue of desert is diseases, I think, which you can suppress with those drugs you take, but I don't know about that. I'm kind of keen on a base here at some point because there's a lot of places I can attack. If I get my bionics up and go on serious raids. I've kind of not focused on doing much. The item station is really close. I guess it's a good thing if you build your second base about the distance of the spawns of things from one base. You can probably build like a triangle, and the odds are, well, if you got like water area on one side, and the odds are you're going to get something within range of the other base, like really close. So at least you're not very far to travel. But this lump of precious resources spawned from this base. So that one, so these things. Whereas nothing spawned for this base yet. That'd probably be like this sort of radius. question is, if I do another hay, it's going to have to be here, I think. Everything's up there. I do have some. I could do hydroponics, but I don't like hydroponics. On the game, there's way too many solar flares, and then all your hydro, you lose everything, and it's such a pain. Like, I don't know how much faster stuff grows in hydroponics, maybe 50%, but like blight seems to hit less often, so having lots of crops, even though it's growing slower, at least I'm not going to die from solar flare. But that's just my preference. Maybe you get more crops anyway, even with that, the odds of that being quite high. I always forget you can actually harvest the terrain, because I'm so used to just relying on what I got. These animals, they are gonna starve. Guess I fed them some beavers. Oh, the wrong map. I want beavers. Oh, it looks like I finished building my like my little maze. Furthest. Concrete. Oh, maybe I'll be nice and leave a bit of wood there instead. Move this out along to one tile if I can bother it. I can leave it double tile actually. Doesn't really matter. But obviously not very good at aesthetics. But the prison, there are plenty of doors to choose from. Managed to make every managed to make a prison, every wall tile is a door, and have some sort of gambling thing. So what door is the prisoner going to choose? And they choose the wrong one. There's a gun turret, or a trap, or something on the outside. Now I hope these pods can launch still, with the one tile above them. Should work. I thought for some reason that the pod launcher itself had to be outside, but it doesn't make sense actually. Just the rocket part needs to be out. The other thought I had with just defense is if I dig in here on both sides and put turrets facing here, so the melee guys get down here, they get crossfire, and I might better get rid of some of these rocks, because apparently the rocks give them a lot of defensive advantage when they're coming at me. The main reason was to slow the melee guys down, so the melee guys can't get to my turrets. Like they can either hit a trap or slow down walking. Most of them will run into traps, so pretty much maximises the traps they walk onto. And then this bit is meant to slow them one last time before they have the last sprint to the turrets, which they ain't going to get. The closest I've got is here, but they've only been attacked a couple times, so I don't know how good it is. And I got no mortars. Probably should build 2 mortars, but I figure if I need to I can build mortars or mechanoids. if I get mechanoids, but I'm not even need them. I've got plenty of traps, gun turrets, just yeah, not sure. I'm undecided who to send on my expedition. Only a bit of a mission getting up here. Get things snake for some reason, just because I can do everything. But even though they're shit everything, at least I can do it. And cheat it because they can build stuff really fast. Probably can't send Cody as well. This base would probably fall apart without someone cooking and shooting. The gecko can't shoot. They can't do much actually. No hole. Look. Oh, where is it? Yeah, over here. Oh, they open all hole. Clean. That's good. Yeah, so managed to do this pod launch. Load it up. Snake and cheetah. Oh, it's too fat. Whoops, cheetah's the. Oh, maybe I can take the clothes off. Let's strip their clothes off. I want to sing cheetah though. This cheetah got that so heavy. Is their gear? Here it is. Well, they only got. Oh, maybe the LMG must be pushed in just over. I could put weapons in the second pod. If I really want to send. This. Oh, the Soros is way lighter. Yeah, that LMG is pretty heavy actually. Didn't realise that. So LMG twice as heavy as the assault rifle. So the LMG is probably twice as good as the assault rifle. All those extra shots. There's an oak tree growing here. Weird. It's just trying to spread out of here, but it just instantly die. Alright, I'm gonna drop your gun. And send you on your way. Without a gun, this is going to be even more interesting. Let's see. Not too fat now. Yep, you're good. And if I can put the gun in here actually. The thing about that. Where is it? Oh, it's going to be in the stockpile first. Can't do it yet. Yeah. Probably should send a bunch of food as well. Should be right in that. Wait till it gets to the stockpile and I should be able to plot it. The snake's making it way down the bottom just to be a pain in the ass. Probably should do a priority stockpile here actually, just for pod stuff. I don't know what I'd priority stockpile. Like, think about that. But here we try again. Cheetah and snake, and got the gun. Yep, you got the gun, and it's too heavy. Of course it is. I can go to the next pod. Medicine. You can send medicine later. I think first thing you need is food. So maybe 10 food for 4 days, and I need some construction materials. I got all this wood. Send 3 wood.